Hello, I'm Robert Hawes. I'm the research leader here at VERSPRITE'S VS Labs. And today we'll be talking about important topics surrounding mental health and how you operate in your day-to-day life and just working 24/7, trying to, win yourself in the proverbial rat race. That's not what you want. There's more to life. You have family, friends, loved ones, your own mental health, your physical health, and everything in between. So at VERSPRITE, it's very important that we create an environment across all teams where you're able to achieve a pretty, I would say, well-rounded work-life balance. I'm going to be speaking specifically about research side. So normally with research, a lot of people hear about the, burning the midnight oil. You're up all the time. Every day you're reading all these blog posts coming out. The research industry is blowing up every year. More and more people are joining research. It's important that we step back and we understand that we're all human, right? We all have lives. Research is great. Being consumed for it and spending every waking moment of your life only for research, it's not that great. You start losing out on family, friends, social life. You start losing out on your mental health. You start losing out on social skills. There's a lot you lose out on if you only focus purely on research. So when you're entering into your industry, you're entering into your career, you're starting out, you want to find a career place or a job at some company that actually promotes a true balance. True work-life incorporation involves your daily operations blending in with your work into a concisive environment where you have strict boundaries, right? So having your life and work meld together and not knowing those boundaries is an issue. If you can set boundaries with your work so that you say, hey, I'm working fully remote, work-life balance with remote work, that incorporates your whole entire day into one conglomerate like blob. As long as you get your work done and you aim towards achieving your main tasks and your main goals, that's what's important. See, the future of work and the future of research, the future of like any industry right now moving forward is shifting away from the mindset of micromanaging your resources and team members, and instead picking an objective goal that's the oversight. And as long as everyone works towards that goal like cohesively and you're making progress and everyone's giving updates and you can see the work, right? Micromanaging your team members so you get every bit of ounce of worth out of them is how you get high turnover and you run into like burnout and your teams like just eventually crumble. No one wants to work for you. No one wants to work for a company where they try and gouge every single cent and penny out of you, right? You have a goal as a company. You have a need. You as an employee have the ability to provide a solution of that need for that company. Right? It's important for you two to come to an equal agreement on an end goal target. If you are able to deliver that and the company's happy, then you're all on equal terms. You signed up for a job. You set the cadence. You both agree to the terms. And so you give them what they want and you get freedom. That's the future of how working is shifting. And that's going to be the ultimate change that I'm seeing across a lot of industries beyond just research. Here at VERSPRITE, it's very simple. Right? On the VS Labs research team, you have a goal, you have an objective. You create your own schedule. You decide when you're going to work. You decide when you're not going to work. All right. As long as we hit our targets and as long as we hit our goals and we're updating, we're communicating, we're showing progress and we succeed and we hit our goals on time that our higher ups provide to us, they have a need. We provide a solution. That's what life's about. Life's about you having the ability to provide something and someone else wanting what you can provide. Everyone talks about, work-life balance, but very few companies actually implement work-life balance. All right, work-life balance for me, time management and figuring out like where do I get to find me? Because if you spend every single waking moment looking at code, looking at debuggers, looking at disassembly, you become lost. You forget about everything else around you. Nothing else matters. It's just you and your target. If you don't take time away from that, you will burn out. You have to be able to find an equal balance of your mental health. Get outside, go walk around, go read a book, pick up art, pick up something that's not related to technology, where you step away and you give your mind the ability to forget about that target, forget about all of the frustrations, all the challenges, all the emotional and mental drain. Make sure you focus on your health. For a long time, I never did any of this. I never focused on my mental health. I never focused on my physical health. I never focused on what I wanted out of life. I want to do that. This is what I want. So then I basically just jumped head in and just focused only on that. Did it help propel me faster? Sure, great. But at what cost? It cost me my health. costed me, social life, costed me, a lot of things a lot of other people get to experience, I never focused on. And now I'm trying to play catch up, right? Reached a point where, hey, I'm effective. I know how to reverse engineer. My skills are up to a point where I can say, hey, I can pretty much guess on how much it will take effort wise to go after a target, right? It's no longer a game of trying to learn skills. It's a game of trying to understand targets and their components. So it's a lot of different dynamic. I still think that starting out, you do have to push hard and you still have to try really hard, but make sure you set those boundaries. And if you're starting out, that's like the biggest thing I would suggest to everybody. Set healthy boundaries. Understand that your physical, your mental health, your social health with your life, your friends, your family, all of that impacts your work, whether companies want to accept it or not, all of it does. If you're not in 100% like equilibrium with your entire mental, physical, spiritual, whatever you believe in, like if you're not there, it will impact your work and it will show. It's up to companies to understand this also, and it's up for you to also stand up for yourself. So here at VERSPRITE, we want to change that. On the research team, I promote, a lifestyle outside of just research. If the day is over, I don't want to see you sending updates. I want to see you post updates on Twitter or whatever social media you're on. And, a lot of these topics, and we covered it pretty quickly, but if you wanted to look more into them, I highly suggest you do. Find that equilibrium within your life, find that equilibrium within your work, your social, your friend, your family, your loved ones, your hobbies, your interests. Without that equilibrium, everything else just dominoes effects. Once again, thank you for tuning in today's talk about mental health awareness, setting boundaries in your work. If you learned anything from this talk today, I hope you took away the fact that finding that inner peace is extremely important. You can check us out on Twitter, LinkedIn. We're at VERSPRITE Cybersecurity. Thank you for watching.